Right.
What's this mark over here?
What's up everybody and welcome to the 402 crew. This is the episode we've all been waiting for, Drift versus Drag. And on this week's episode, this is part one of a two-part series where we're going to be putting a drift car on the quarter mile up against a drag car. Just to see what happens. Well, I'm not going to talk too much. Let's get into it. Let's hear what these guys are running under their hood, and then we're going to get into the race. Let's go. Stanley, thank you so much for joining us, man, and welcome to the 402 crew. It is so awesome to have you.
Yeah, thanks very much for having me. I'm quite excited today to see what this car can do.
Absolutely, man. I think it's super exciting because this car is a bit of a sleeper, right? Because from what I heard, as soon as you started it up, that thing sounded like, so I am a bit scared of this thing. So maybe just tell us, what have you got running under the hood? What is this car running? Because this is not standard.
Yeah, we've got, thanks very much for that. We've got quite a bit of modifications, I think, in terms of, I've done school fees, in terms of paid my school fees with the car. At the moment, we're sitting with the big turbo in terms of Garrett 3584 RS, and it's running in terms of with 8 HP in terms of automatic box still, with the M Performance LSD diff. It's running Toyos at the back, so hopefully we don't spin out too much today. But all in all, I think in terms of custom file, in terms of mapping, it's got meth port injection, and then in terms of port injection I had on, I've taken it off just for now because the motor is still a stock motor, so we're looking at doing a proper forge soon. But all in all, it's pushing around about 400 kilowatts on the wheels. We'll see what it does today, and I'm hoping for some good times.
That's insane, man. I should have actually asked you, what didn't you do to the engine? That would have been easier. Well, look, man, that sounds freaking insane. I can't wait to see this thing on the black top. But the outside is also not standard, right? You've got a few like mods, and I can see the hood scoop as well. Tell us a little bit about that. What's this car running on the outside?
So again, it was a bit of a mix match of the different cars, and I wanted to actually have my own unique 235. And from there, I did, obviously the tire is still running 18-inch in terms of, and it's a square configuration on the wheels. And then in terms of on the front, I actually went now for obviously the modified bonnet, and then obviously the heritage badges like everybody else in terms of BMW. And it was just really a case of just to look a little bit different. I'm still trying to keep the sleeper look. Yep. But every race every stop at the robot is actually a race.
So if you notice, behind you sits a very mean, insanely loud drift car, right? That's meant to go sideways. Your car is meant to go in a straight line.
True.
But what we're going to do today, Stanley, is we're going to change it up. We're going to get you driving up against that drift car in a straight line. But not only that, we're also going to get you going sideways. And we're going to see if a regular high horsepower drag car can go sideways up against a fully built drift car. Are you up for that?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's try it.
Let's see what happens.
Quite interesting, yeah.
Let's see what happens. This is super exciting. I can't wait to see it on the blacktop. Let's see how this goes down. Stanley, thank you so much.
Great, thanks very much.
What's up, Jim? Thank you so much for joining us on the 402 crew, man. It's so awesome to have you.
Awesome. Thank you for having me here on this amazing day.
It's spring, but it's super hot. I hope that doesn't affect the car too much.
No, it's the car goes through rain, sleet, snow. It's the one thing about drifting, you can do it anytime, anywhere.
Nice. Well, Jim, thank you so much for coming. Really, we just want to know a little bit about this car because we see it looks fast, but this thing is built to go sideways.
It's built to go sideways fast.
It's built to go sideways fast.
It's built to go so it is built to go fast, but it's built to go sideways fast. So a lot has been done to this car. It's a race car, but so much has been done to make it a drift car.
All right, sounds very interesting. So I think let's start under the hood, right? Because that's where all the magic happens.
Yeah,
right?
Under this puppy, yeah.
Yeah, so let's start under the hood. What you got running under that hood, and then let's get to the suspension and the setup.
Cool. So currently right now I've got a 6-litre V8. Ooh. The Chevy 6-litre V8, which yes, makes a fair amount of power, but the most important thing for me, a lot of the guys go turbo. I like NA. I want my power when I want it, how I want it, and when I say I want it. So that's why we went with a V8. So it's not a lot of power like some of the guys are running 700-800 horsepower. This is slightly lower, but I have the power on tap, which is why we went with a V8. The whole car setup from there is completely different to any other race car. We lock the diff.
Okay.
We do have race suspension, but we want to make the suspension in the front fairly hard and the back soft, similar to a drag car. I want it to squat and give me the grip, because everyone goes, oh, you guys want to slide around and you guys want to just do your thing. We want to slide, but we want to slide in control. I want to be in full control of this car, and I do that with managing the accelerator and obviously managing the amount of grip that I have with my Falcon tires.
Today we're putting you up against a drag car. A car that is supposed to go in a straight line all the time, every time.
Yeah, I'm going to struggle with that. I'm going to struggle with it, just to point that out. We're happy to give it a go. We'll make 1 or 2 little modifications. We'll see if we can get this car to go straight for a little bit. But it's going to be fun. Let's see what happens.
Awesome. And just to close, tell us, what is your favorite thing about the car? Maybe even just a modification or a suspension setup or the interior. What is your favorite thing about this car?
The entire car is my baby. I feel like it's an extension of me, but you know, I love the power, I love the engine, I love the entire setup of it, but there's nothing like pulling that handbrake at 160 kilometers an hour.
What the hell did you just say?
There's nothing like pulling that handbrake at 160 kilometers an hour going down straight into a very tight corner. I'd like to say that my handbrake in this car is my best friend.
I literally squeezed my butthole as soon as you said that. That's how nerve-wracking that sounds.
That's why it's so cool.
No, that's awesome, man. I can't wait to see your car on the track. Let's get to it. Let's see what you do.
Awesome, thank you.
Sweet. Right. To drive a drift car.
Look.
Slide in. Slide in.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this.
So I'm a little bigger than you, so you might have to scooch down to get to the pedals.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
Can you get there?
I can.
Cool. So this car has a hot and a cold start.
All right.
So you start it first in cold,
Yeah.
and then we'll switch it off again. You'll rev it once or twice.
Yeah.
We'll switch it off again, and then start it again. Then it's in hot start.
Okay. Well, this is super interesting. This is the first time I'm sitting in a drift car, and it's the first time I'm going to drive a drift car. And
Good luck.
are you scared?
A little bit.
Me too.
Yeah, it's one of the few times I'm sitting passenger in my own car.
That's crazy. All right, let's see how we start this up. So we're going to cold start.
Cold start first.
Do I need to do anything?
Nothing.
All
Just
right.
make sure we add again.
Yeah.
I just need you to give it a rev or two. Switch off. You are now ready. So I want you to pull off in second, again.
Pull off in
I
second.
want you to pull off in
Is it not
second.
gonna?
Just a little bit of gas.
Okay.
When you pull off in second. First is too short.
All right, let's go. Let's see what happens. Let's hope I don't switch off.
No? Nice.
So this is super scary because it's so loud. I feel like I'm gonna...
Now in third, put your foot down.
power that you feel in this car. You feel so connected to the car. It's
So
insane.
everything about drifting is to feel it.
Yeah.
So I want to feel the accelerator. I want to feel the steering. I want to feel the handbrake. I want to feel everything through my bum all the way through. So being raw is what I want. I want the rawness. I can work with it.
That's it. Where's the handbrake?
No, here's the handbrake. All right,
Okay.
I got it.
So Jim, that was insane. It was my first time in a drift car. It is like unlike anything I've ever driven. Thank you so much,
My
man.
pleasure.
But now the real fun happens.
Yeah, we're going to take on a drag car. Look, I don't know how this is going to work going in a straight line, but we're going to give it a good go. But yeah, this car's all about having fun.
That's
And
it.
having fun going sideways. Having fun going straight, just as cool.
That's it. All right, let's see how we go.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Well, that's it from us on the 402 crew. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Yeah, I know. So, the drift car missed a few gears. They were having some clutch issues as well, which we didn't put in there. And you know what? I hope we can get them out again on the quarter mile to see what happens, because those cars are damn quick. So big ups Mike and the team from XS Drift. Thank you so much for coming out, and the Falcon team as well. A huge shout out. Thank you. I hope we can get you again, or we'll come to your turf on the drift track and see what we can do there. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon so you can see part 2 of the series. That's it. My name is Javon Francis, signing out.